And this is Jacarra Winchester in the blue, looking for match number 2.
We got 75% knee pad going on here.
Yes, that's right. 3 out of 4 knee pads on the mat right now. 50% in Final X socks. That would be Winchester. She's trying to finish off Dominique Parrish and get her second win in a row and punch her ticket to Kazakhstan, make her second world team in a row. And as we mentioned in the first bout, that Winchester really came into her own last year. She said before that she really recommitted herself to the sport, changed her diet, her lifestyle, and here she is trying to make her second team and looking as good as ever and as impressive as ever. More so even than she did last year.
Good quick go behind into the single.
Yep.
And I do want to say I misspoke in the last match. Although Winchester has got a number of techs over Parrish, they did have a close one last year, 6-4 in the U.S. Open Finals a year ago. So Parrish did have one close match with Winchester. However, otherwise it has been all Jacarra, and that's what we saw in the first one with the 10-0 tech, and then rolling right into the 2-0 lead here as we end our first minute of action at 55 kilos. Spey, they're going to be competing September 17th, and then the medal rounds on September 18th in Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan. So if Jacarra can hold her lead here and looking for that foot sweep again, she will once again get another shot at a world medal.
Arm drag. Arm snap? What is a snap down with the arm drag?
I don't know, but I'm hoping we get a 4 here.
She's got Parrish is back. Good counter by Parrish coming right at our table here.
Great job by Parrish, not only keeping her wits about her, right, keeping her balance, but then not giving up. Because sometimes when you get in that position and you peel hands, they go caution in 2.
That's right.
And instead, coming around for the standing reversal and then driving Winchester out of bounds for her first points of this series.
Yeah, it was basically a standing switch-ish because she came right into that high crotch position and drove Winchester out of bounds. But Winchester chain wrestling now in a similar position, going head whip. Doesn't happen, but Winchester covers for 2 instead. 4-1 is the lead. They're wrestling a little, I don't want to say chippy, but just a little anger, a little more extra emphasis.
Well, Jacarra, I mean, she kind of talked about her in an interview, right? I did a nice interview, breakout session right after the press conference, and she's like, I don't want to come off as cocky. I know I'm the best right now in America.
Yeah, the confidence level. That's not arrogance, it's confidence.
Well, she said, I trust my training, right? She goes through, right? You see this. This is the single leg she's been working on every day. She said, we drill
Parrish stepped right into
2 hours. We drill this position 2 hours in practice every day. Of course I'm going to use it to take people down, and I'm going to front trip her and take a 6-1 lead.
And then covers with authority, really planting that shoulder down hard on Parrish's back. Trying to put her own personal stamp on this match, and then in Final X here, and give her opponents around the world something to think about. Parrish on a shot. This is what she's doing in the first match. She was getting to Winchester's legs, but Winchester just has too much in her sprawls as she gets her extended. It's the ankle pick that she hit in the first bout. Parrish didn't give it up the first time, but it's the chain wrestling from Winchester that has impressed me the most in these last couple matches. She's going from move to move with no hesitation.
Yeah.
And arm going the wrong way there, so we're going to get brought back up to our feet.
We saw a shot there of the coaches in their corner. Clarissa Chun, obviously Jacarra training at the OTC where Clarissa is living, and then Cleo Lane, who a California coach who has coached a number of women coming up for years, and not quite a step out there as they're going to head back to the center.
And I like Parrish
loading up a throw
in her
there.
Counters. She's clearly trying to figure out a way to get through against Winchester, and it's going to be on these counters. It's going to be on when Winchester goes for a move and you anticipate and catch it. So Clarissa Chun, also experienced towel flapper. She's going all right side, two-handed extension to get a little breeze going, and now drying Jacarra down, get the sweat off.
Parrish coach not even attempting with the towel, just holding it in his hand.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just the towel energy that you get from holding it and having it. The towel energy is all you really need. Parrish doesn't look like she's sweating too much, so she should be good to go.
You mentioned the counters of Parrish, and that's something that I've really noticed out of Simon Fraser. So you look at Simon Fraser, right? They put Olivia Fisk in Final X. They put Don Parrish in Final X. They put Alex Hedrick in Final X last year. And not necessarily flashy, right? But one of the top WCWA programs, one of the top women's college programs I'm not going to say in the country because they're based out of Vancouver. But the fundamentals, especially on the defensive end, now obviously, giving up a lot of points here to Winchester, but the ability to score a lot of points off counters is kind of something I've noticed about Simon Fraser the past few years as she goes for
one of the best programs
there
on the continent.
We'll say in North America. In North America.
Probably South America, too. We'd say the hemisphere.
Sure, left side of the earth. We'll call it that.
All right, there are collar ties in the center. Parrish, big deficit. She's got a 7-point hole. She's got to climb her way out of. Winchester, see if she tries to finish it or if she's going to let the clock do that for her. The good thing about Winchester is she's always had these little foot sweeps, upper body and then transition to lower body, but last year she wasn't putting them together. And if you watch her World Championship matches in Budapest, she was hesitant on some of these chain wrestling moves, and it ended up costing her in the 5th place match in the semifinals. But she's having no problem here hitting them on Parrish and anybody else domestically, showing that she has perhaps jump levels, and I can't wait to see, assuming this score holds up, what she does overseas before in her warm-up tournament and then in Kazakhstan for the World Championships.
Good overhook stuff there by Parrish, and then flipping into the underhook. She had to do a lot of hand fighting to get here as she faced Ariana Villa-Escusa a number of times, a WCAP athlete who really likes to slow the match down. So Parrish has a lot of experience there, but she's got to do exactly what she's doing here, which is getting to legs. But it hasn't really been an issue of getting to legs. It's been getting through Winchester's hips.
Yeah,
Jacarra, very, very strong, very heavy hips.
Heavy hips. Parrish has been completely extended down on the mat. It's tough. That takes a lot of energy just to withstand that much pressure, even if you don't wrestle through them or convert on any of your takedowns.
And to your point about being maybe a little hesitant to pull the trigger, same thing Forrest Molinari, right? We saw Forrest get the points, the Final X title last week as Parrish now. This is her best opportunity to get a takedown going, front trip on the edge. And it might be too little too late, but she does pull within 42 seconds to go. She might have to get into a lace here, though, to win this one and force a third match.
Yeah, and the crowd appreciating that, giving them something to cheer about.
Winchester, though, it's a double-edged sword being the most dominant one in the country, right? Because are people pushing you, or and can you maintain that mental edge without people pushing you? Now, obviously, this match, Parrish is doing a much better job getting after Winchester and not allowing Jacarra to score and scoring some points of her own. But with 20 seconds left, it's looking like we're going to see Jacarra Winchester as our 55-kilo rep once again.
Yeah, good to see both wrestlers continuing to fight all through this match. Winchester, maybe that takedown gives her a little something to think about, so it wasn't that easy. Parrish making her work the entire match to get the victory. So Winchester with the dub as these final seconds happen. But Parrish, great show, great fight from both wrestlers. But going back to back world teams is Jacarra Winchester, and I'm pretty pumped for her chances of coming back with a shiny medal from Central Asia.
She will be a huge part of our quest to knock off Japan this year and bring home a team title.